Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Ultra League, and let's see what team we're going to be trying out. So we're going to be using the Tapu Fini paired with the Alolan Muck with the Shadow Gengar in the back. They switch into their Kanto Muck, and we are going to match them with our Alolan Muck. They are going to be able to throw that Thunder Punch, doing some neutral damage. We know that we can throw this Dark Pulse right here to deal some neutral damage as well. We already got them into the yellow, while they have to get to a move here to get us into the yellow. So advantage to us. We're going to fire off this Dark Pulse. This Dark Pulse here will get a shield from our opponent. And now, okay, they decided to switch out. We're going to switch out into our Tapu Fini. And now we have a good situation because we can resist all the moves typically from this Dragonite. It could learn Hurricane, but it takes a while to get to. But they have not revealed that they are running the Hurricane. So this is going to be a farm up, and then we're going to throw this Nature's Madness. This Nature's Madness will take out the Dragonite, expecting the Muck to come back in. So we're going to fire off our Surf here. Once they come back in, we do grab that last shield, which is key. And we're just going to let this go because we are going to try to win the game with our backline. We have two shields with the Gengar, which is fantastic. They actually have the Poliwrath in the back. This Poliwrath here is going to be able to get to a move. We're going to shield here just to keep the Gengar health high. And then we're going to farm up a ton of energy, throw this Shadow Ball right before they get to their move. This, because we're deep up, I don't think KOs. Yeah, it doesn't KO the regular Poliwrath. We're going to have to let this one go here. And now we have, okay, they had a move banked, which is good for them, but we have a shield for the situation. Either way, we would have been okay because Gengar is going to be able to get to this move here to take out this Muck. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game. 2 shield Shadow Gengar, looking nice. It is a pretty cool Pokemon to have in Ultra League. So we have the Alolan Muck paired with the Tapu Fini. That's the main core. And let's see what we see here. We're going to have the Tapu Fini versus the Skeledirge. This Skeledirge here is going to stay in for now, which is interesting. We're going to be able to get to the Surf here to apply the pressure. We do grab a shield immediately. Here we can take a move or shield. They decide to go for the Disarming Voice, so it's a good advantage for us. And then they switch into their Cresselia. So Cresselia here is doing super effective fast move damage, but we're trying to apply the pressure here with our Gengar. We do get to 2 Shadow Punches, and believe it or not, 2 Shadow Punches potentially could take out that Cresselia. So the end result was similar. We wanted to get that last shield or get the KO. Our opponent here is going to have to throw some energy back at our Muck. We're going to shield here to just keep this fairly healthy, but they revealed that they have the Future Sight, so this is going to be a full farm now for us. And now our Muck is going to come out with a ton of energy. We're going to throw some chip damage here. This Dark Pulse is resistant, but we do have a move on our Tapu Fini ready. So they decided to go for the Disarming Voice, and now we just have to make sure we throw this Surf before they get to their next move. That takes out the Skeledirge, and now we just have to deal with this Como-O, but they realize that it is GG's because all of their moves are going to be resistant, and all we have to do is just get to the one Nature's Madness. So nice play by us. On to the next game. Let's see what do we find. We got the Tapu Fini versus the Defense Deoxys, a shiny one at that too. So this is a cool Pokemon to see. We are going to stay in for now. They are going to be able to reach a potential Thunderbolt first. There's a Thunderbolt dealing super effective damage. We're going to go for this Nature's Madness to deal some good damage and debuff. And then we're going to try to see, catch a move? No catch. We get them to switch out into their Feraligatr though. The Feraligatr here is better for us here than anywhere else. We're going to go for this Acid Spray right here because we need to grab some shields, or okay, they do call our base, so that was a nice call by them. We are going to shield up here because we need this Feraligatr out of here. We're going to throw this Acid Spray here right before they get to their move. Hopefully we get a shield out of this. Okay, we do get a shield, so that's great. And that allows us to farm it down. So GG's. Our opponent does come back in here with the Defense Deoxys. They go for the Psycho Boost, but that is resistant. And then we're going to use our Gengar for our backlight. We do see the Cresselia here. This Cresselia here is going to struggle against this Gengar, especially even shields. we are going to be able to get to this Shadow Punch before they get to a potential future sight, if that's what they're trying to aim for. But either way, all we have to do is shield right here, and we're going to be able to outpace them to the next move. They decided to go for the Grass Knot, that's fine. We're going to be able to get to this Shadow Ball on timing, and this is going to take out the Cresselia. So they actually had an ABA Psychic team, and then you can see right here, Gengar applying a ton of pressure, again, forcing them to use the Psycho Boost. Now they're debuffed, and they have no energy. We're going to come back in here with the Tapu Fini for the win. So GG Star Opponent, able to win that game, mainly because of that Gengar. Gengar 1 shield was wrecking that backline, and fortunately for us, forced a bunch of shields, forced a bunch of pressure, and then we were able to outbulk them with our Tapu Fini. Alright, here we go. We've got the Tapu Fini versus the Cresselia. Not the best matchup, but we're going to see if we can wiggle out of this situation. We're going to try to catch a move with our Muck. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen. They switch into their Feraligatr. This Feraligatr here is going to be able to get to a move. Hydro Cannon does get revealed. We can tank that one easily, and then this is coming down to a baiting game. We're going to go for this Acid Spray here. We do grab a shield, and that is great news for us. This is going to force us to use the shield here and then apply the pressure again. Look how much damage we're doing with our fast moves now that they're debuffed. We're going to apply the pressure here with the Dark Pulse. This is going to KO, and now we have maintained alignment. But we have some residual energy that we can throw back, so let's see what they end up bringing back in here. Okay, ends up being the Cresselia, and they are going to throw this move right before we get to our move, but we are able to survive that. They switch into their Giratina, but unfortunately this Dark Pulse was already going to get thrown. And then we know that we can get to this Nature's Madness because we got that Dark Pulse to go off. This will do a significant amount of damage, getting them into the low red. This is going to be a good farm now opportunity for us. They reveal Shadow Sneak, and then we are able to just farm it out with our Tapu Fini for the win. So GG Star Opponent, able to win that game, mainly because we took out that Feraligatr. The Feraligatr could be a problem for our backline, especially against the Gengar, but if we can line it up against our Muck, we should be okay. Alright, here's the Feraligatr again. We're still okay here in this situation. We are going to be able to resist all of their moves, and then we're just going to make sure we throw this Nature's Madness on good timing. This is going to get some good damage, or it's going to get a shield. Our opponent here does elect to let it go. They survive it, and we're going to just throw this move here to make a decision. Are they going to shield here or let it go? They decide to shield because they want to get off this move. We are just going to let it go because the Tapu Fini honestly has already done his job. We see that they're going to throw an Ice Beam right here against our Muck, and we're okay with that. They reveal Annihilate, so we're going to go into our Gengar immediately here. This is going to be a shield to keep the Gengar healthy, and then they have the Weezing in the back. The Weezing here is going to be interesting because they potentially could get a Brutal Swing off. Okay, so they do survive, and they throw the Brutal Swing. We're just going to invest that last shield there, right there, and then apply the pressure with our Shadow Claws. This Gengar here is going to get this last shield, and we're going to try to get to another Shadow Punch. Yes, we do get the Shadow Punch on timing, and that is GG's to our opponent. Winning the game with the Gengar is amazing, especially since we took out the Annihilate and that Galarian Weezing. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.